Hello friends, welcome to Learn Software channel for learning Autodesk Revit 2025. In this video, we have an introduction to user interference of Revit 2025, which was recently released by Autodesk. This version has several updates and improvements compared to previous versions, and we are going to learn them during our comprehensive course. In the tab related to What's New, we are linked to a web page for the list of new features in the latest release. When you open Revit, you face this page. On the left side of Revit Interface, there is a space for Modeling Project, Modeling Families, and Recent Files, and they are previewed at the center of Revit Interface. First, we work with Model Part. There are two buttons, one for opening a Revit model file and one for creating a Revit model file. To begin a project, I select New Box for modeling and practicing in an empty environment. As a default, two templates are available, Imperial Multidiscipline and Metric Multidiscipline. Imperial and Metric are two different systems of measurement units, with significant differences between them. Most countries in the world use the metric system as standard measurement system, like European Union countries, Canada, Australia, Japan, China, India, South Africa, and so forth. Imperial measurement system is still used in some countries, particularly by the United States and its territories, and by the United Kingdom. But what are these Revit templates and why we should use them in our projects? Actually, Revit template are semi-ready files with default settings, default views, default elements, default families, and default settings that serve as a starting point for establishing new Revit projects. They are helpful to enforce standards and improve efficiency by reducing the need to create repetitive settings. Revit templates have various settings and details, such as units and precision settings, standard project information, standard views, schedules, and sheets, annotation styles and families, materials library, and so forth. Template files for projects can be multidiscipline for architectural, structural, electrical, HVAC, and plumbing projects. Or they can be one-purpose template files, only for commercial, construction, structural, or residential purposes. It is enough to load them from browser with predefined address. In fact, if we don't have this template, we can't start modeling in Revit. Next part is families. Families in Revit are 3D objects or building components that can be created or used in modeling. Some examples of simple families are doors, windows, and furniture, or they can be complex families such as HVAC and electrical components, which can be modified to match specific project needs. To compare with AutoCAD, they play role as blocks, but not similar exactly. To work with families, we can open or create new Revit family file by yourself under condition that they are not available in your Revit repositories. Sometimes, project needs very specific type of families that should be designed by you as Revit users. We start with New for Create New Revit Model File. Here is a blank environment. Let's get familiar with the main parts in Revit Interface that provide access to various tools and functions. The Quick Access toolbar is located in the upper left-hand corner of the screen and provides access to frequently used commands and tools. You can modify Quick Access toolbar based on your needs in project. If you do not need each of them, just click and remove from Quick Access toolbar. When you want to add a tool in Ribbon into Quick Access Toolbar, just select and add to Quick Access Toolbar. This toolbar can be placed above or below Ribbon based on your convenience. However, at the top of the frame is more recommended. Next section is Ribbon Interface. The ribbon interface is located at the top of the screen and provides access to most of Revit's commands and tools. It is divided into several tabs, and each tab contains several panels, and each panel contains related commands and tools. Majority of tools needed for modeling our projects are accessible in Ribbon. For example, the tab related to architecture, there is a panel for Build. In Build, there are tools for drawing walls, door, window, components, column, roof, ceiling, and so forth. For example, the tab related to Structure tab, there are panels related to structure, connections, reinforcement, model, opening, and so forth. Each panels contain a set of tools to handle your structural modeling. The Steel tab is dedicated to structural steel designs. Some of the key features and tools available in the Steel tab include steel connections, fabrications, modifiers, and so forth. The Precast tab is for precast concrete designs. Systems tab is to create and design mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems, commonly known as MEP systems. During this course, we have lots of work to do with Insert tab, annotate, massing, collaborate, view, and manage, and more importantly, modify and edit elements in project. Pay attention. If you double-click on tabs of Ribbon, their form will be changed. They become smaller and smaller. Sometimes you suddenly and unintentionally double-click on tabs. Do not afraid. Just double-click to come back to its original and desired form. There are 4 forms for Ribbon: maximized format, minimized form to keep tabs or panel title or panel buttons. Always keep it in maximized form for your convenience and easy access to tools. In Revit Interface, there are 2 palettes which are related to Properties and Project Browser. But what is Properties box for? Properties are pieces of information or data about a building element that can be assigned or edited. Some common information in Properties are name of the building element, type or classification of the element, materials used in the building element, dimensions, location of the element, constraints or limitations, and so forth. For example, when you are drawing a wall from Architecture tab, you see following information related to wall object in Properties, such as classification and type of the wall, thickness and height of the wall, information about the materials used in the construction of the wall, and so forth. For example, when you are drawing a door from Architecture tab, you see following information related to door object in Properties, classification of the door, such as a single or double leaf door, a sliding door or a revolving door, dimensions of the door, material used for the door frame, and so forth. Other palette is Project Browser. It is used to organize and navigate the various projects' views, legends, schedules, sheets, families, groups, and links to connect files into Revit. The categories and subcategories can be accessed by clicking on the plus symbol. Let's move to Architectural View. It contains plans, elevations, sections, and so forth. If you want to see any of these views, you need to double-click on each of them in that project browser. I show you how it works in practice. Let's draw a small project. To start, we want to redraw a plan on the left side. Go to the Architecture tab and select Wall, then follow Dimensions. Then we add door, window, roof, and floor according to the picture. Now our first suite home is drawn. In Project Browser, we can see project from various views. In Floor Plan, we have Level 1 and Level 2 of architectural design. We can also see Site Plan from top of the building. We can also see building elevations from north side, south side, east side, and west side. There are 2 ways to see project from 4 sides. You can click on symbol of elevation view in Plan, and you can access them in Project Browser. You also can see 3D View, which is accessible in Quick Access Bar with 3D House logo, or go to the Project Browser and click on 3D View. Project Browsers allows you to see and manage sections that you draw. When you are in Plan, you can also see each section when you click on triangle part of section symbol. You can switch between open windows to see various views like Plan, 3D, Sections, and Elevations. Do not forget to close unnecessary views by clicking Close Inactive Views. It only keeps active view and close all inactive views. This tool is available in Quick Access Bar and View tab, and select Close Inactive. Please exercise, like this video, and follow our Learn Software channel. We welcome your questions and comments.